Thumbs up if you had a great time. Thumbs to the side if you were like, eh. We got some S and some yays. Okay, well. Okay, today for math, we are going to be talking about a new coin. I know we've talked about pennies, we've talked about nickels, we've talked about dimes. Guess what we're talking about today? Who can raise their hand and tell me? Lexi? Quarters. Where's my quarter book? Oh, here it is. Yes, today we are talking about quarters. Who can tell me something that they know about a quarter? Theo? So, you're right. Quarters aren't all exactly the same. Some of them have different pictures on the back. Everly? They're all worth 25 cents. Yes, Camilla?
Liberty.
Why don't you scoot in, Camilla? They say Liberty on them, they sure do. So this is a picture of a big quarter. We're going to go ahead and read some more facts about quarters before we get started with our lesson. This is a quarter. A quarter is a coin worth 25 cents. And this is the head of the quarter, and this is the tail, which Theo's right. Sometimes this can have different pictures on it, right? President George Washington is on the quarter. He was the first president of the United States. President Washington was put on the quarter in 1932 to celebrate what would have been his 200th birthday. Did he live to be 200? No, he didn't. But if he were alive, he would have been 200. When coins were first made in 1793, a quarter was made of silver. Today's quarters are made of metals called copper and nickel. Quarters are made at the United States Mint, which is the building where they make all of our coins. How much is a quarter worth? Everybody, how much is a quarter worth?
25.
25 what? Cents. Thank you. 4 quarters is worth how much? Think in your head. Whisper to your neighbor. All right. 1, 2, 3, tell me.
$1.
$1. 4 quarters is equal to $1. Very good. 1 quarter is equal to how many nickels? Think in your head. How many nickels would be the same value as a quarter? Ashby. 5, right? Because nickels are worth 5, so you can just skip count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 1 quarter is worth how many pennies? Whisper to your neighbor, how many pennies?
25.
All right, 3, 2, 1, tell me.
25
pennies. Very good. During the 1960s, Maxie, our voices are off, thank you. During the 1960s, a gallon of gas cost 1 quarter.
What?
I know, right? 1 quarter. Today, a gallon of gas is almost $5. Sporting events like football games are often started with the toss of a quarter. Flip the coin in the air. When the coin lands, heads or tails decides who gets the ball first. So quarters have very important jobs. Starting in 1999, quarters were made for each of the states, just like Theo was telling us. You can find a quarter with your state on the back. So every state has a quarter that has their name on the back on the tail side of the quarter. Put your quarters and other coins in a piggy bank and watch how quickly your savings can grow. Did you have a connection, Danielle?
Can I buy a toy for 25?
You can't buy much for a quarter anymore, no. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna dismiss you by tables. You're gonna go to your seats and grab your whiteboards and markers, and then come back to your seats as quietly as possible when I call your table. Are you ready? Boop. Tables 3 and 6. You may go grab your whiteboards. Tables 2 and 5. Tables 1 and 4, you may grab your whiteboards. Quietly go back to your seat, grab your whiteboard and marker, and come right back down. borrow from a neighbor. We were working on. Okay, so while we're sitting on the carpet with our whiteboards, who can tell me what we do with our whiteboards? Everly. Right. What do we write on our boards with them? What, Alyssa? Right, we're writing our math problems on our whiteboard. We're not drawing on ourselves, right? We're just gonna sit with our whiteboards in our lap. For the moment, we're not gonna use them at all. So you can just set them right in front of you and put your pen down. We're not gonna use it for a little bit. You ready, Derek? All right, come on down. Okay, so let's talk about some of the coins that we've been talking about. The penny, we know, is worth how many? 1 cent. And who's on the penny? Abraham Lincoln. Very good. Then we have the nickel. The nickel's worth how much? 5 cents. So do you remember a few days ago we talked about touch points on the coins to help us remember how to count them by 5, skip counting by 5. And nickel's worth 5 cents, so we would just do 1 touch point, right, to be 5. Ready? Everybody count with me. 5, 10. That can help you. You can use those touch points if you feel like that is helpful for you. Let's look at our next coin. Our next coin is a dime. How much is a dime worth? 10. So with a dime, we're going to have 2 touch points, one at the top and one at the bottom. Everybody count with me. Ready? 5, 10, 15, 20. So those are your touch points for dimes. And now we come to the quarter. The quarter's worth how much? 25. So count with me. We've got 5 touch points on the quarter. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We can come over to this one. 30, 35. Oh. Hang on, let's start here. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So 2 quarters is worth 50 cents. Okay. When we're adding coins, okay, so we have on your whiteboards, we've got 1 quarter. Everybody write on your whiteboard what a quarter is, what the value of that is. Making sure that you're including the cent sign, right? Otherwise we don't know what you're talking about. So you're gonna do 25 and then the cent sign, which is a C with a line down the middle. All right, 1, 2, 3, show me. Double check yours. All right, thank you so much. You can put your boards down. All right, how about 2 quarters? What's the value of 2 quarters? Go ahead and write it on your board. 1, 2, 3, show me. Great job. Guess what we're doing next? 3 quarters. Danielle. 3 quarters is worth how many? 3 quarters, 1, 2, 3, show me. 3 quarters is worth 75 cents. And 4 quarters, write it on your board. How many is 4 quarters worth? Now with this one, there's 2 ways that you can show me. See if you can think of both ways you can show me. Okay, 1, 2, 3, show me. Great job. Great job. Okay, so 4 quarters is worth 100 cents, which is what both of you have on there, but there's another way to show it, and some of you were able to show me. It's also worth $1, which means you put a 1 decimal point, 0, 0, and you have to put the dollar sign on this one, not the cent sign. $1 is equal to 100 cents. Great job. Okay, you may go ahead and erase your boards. Now, just like we talked about in previous lessons, when we're adding up coins, we need to always start with the largest value coin, right? So in this instance, we've got 1 quarter and 2 dimes. So we're going to start with the quarter because that has the highest value. Then we're gonna add the 2 dimes. So on your boards, don't show me yet, write it and hide it. What is the value of these coins altogether? Okay, 1, 2, 3, show me. All right, I see a couple different answers. Go ahead and put your boards down, so let's take a look up here. How much is a quarter worth? Who can tell me? Raise your hand. Theo? 25. And then we know dimes are worth how much? Lexi? 10. So we have 25. We're going to add 10. That'll take us to 35. And then we'll add another 10, which takes us to 45. Let's try counting it with our touch points. We'll put 5 touch points on our quarter and 2 on each dime. Is everybody ready to count? We're going to skip count by 5s. Ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So we have 45 cents. All right, let's try another one. Okay, again, when we're adding coins, we're going to start with the largest value first. So we're going to put our quarter, and then we'll put our dimes. Go ahead on your whiteboard, tell me what the value is of these coins. Okay, 1, 2, 3, show me. Remember to always put your cent sign. Thank you. All right, you may put your boards down. So we know a quarter's worth 25. And then we're adding 4 dimes. So 25, 35, 45, 55, 65 cents. All right. Let's try another one. Go ahead and erase your boards. We're going to put our highest value coins first. So we'll group our quarters together, then we'll group our dimes together. And go ahead on your boards, write it and hide it. Don't show me yet, write it and hide it. Let's let everybody get an answer first. Is everybody getting an answer? All right, 1, 2, 3, show me. Okay, I see a couple different answers, so let's take a look up here. We have our quarter, which is worth how much, everybody?
25.
25. If we add another quarter to it, how many do we have then?
50.
50 cents. Now we're adding dimes, which are worth 10 each, so we're just going to go up by 10 with each coin. 50, 60, 70, 80. We have 80 cents. Are we okay over here? Okay. Let's try another one. How much money is shown here? Go ahead and write it and hide it. You may use your touch points if that helps you to add them all up. 5 touch points on a quarter, 2 on the dimes. Write it and hide it. Write it and hide it. Anybody have an answer? Okay, 1, 2, 3, show me. Great job. Okay, look up here. We have a couple different answers. So let's make sure everyone's understanding. So we've got a quarter, which is worth how much, Lexi?
5.
How much is a quarter worth?
Oh,
25. You got it. Now we're going to add 10 for each of our dimes. So we have 25, 35, 45, 50. I'm sorry. 55. There we go. Not 50. 55. Should we try counting it with the touch points? All right, we're counting by 5s. Ready, everybody up here? I need to hear everyone's voices. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55 cents. Great job. Okay, please go ahead and erase your boards. Hang on to your pens. All right, let's try this one. Write it and hide it. Remember your cent sign. Don't show me yet. All right, 1, 2, 3, show me. Great job. All right, boards down. So we've got 25 cents, and then we're just gonna count up by 10 each time. 25, this would be 35, 45, 55, 65, 75 cents. All right. Let's try another one. 1/4 plus 6 dimes. Write it and hide it. Whisper to your neighbor what answer you got. All right, 1, 2, 3, show me. All right, nice job. Boards down. So we start with 25, and then we're gonna go up by 10 each time. 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85. 85 cents. If you did not get 85, do you see where maybe you might have skipped one or what went wrong? Does that make sense? All right, go ahead and erase your boards. 2/4 and 2 dimes. Write it and hide it. 2/4. Use your touch points if that's helpful. Don't show me yet. Let everybody get an answer. Okay, 1, 2, 3, show me. All right. Couple different answers, so look up here. We've got 1/4, which is worth 25. What is 2/4 worth, everybody? 2/4. Say it again, 1, 2, 3.
50 cents.
50 cents. Then we're gonna add 2 dimes. So you're just counting up by 10. 50, this would be 60, 70, 70 cents. All right, go ahead and erase your boards. 2/4 and 4 dimes. Cindy, do you have this one? Go ahead and write it and hide it. 2/4 plus 4 dimes. All right, 1, 2, 3, show me. Good job. Okay, couple different answers. Let's look up here. We've got 2/4, which is worth how much? Everybody, 2/4 is worth 50 cents, right? We've got 25, and 25 is 50. And now we've got our dimes. There's 4 dimes. So we're gonna go up by 10 each time. 60, 70, 80, 90. 90 cents. All right, 2/4 and a dime. 2/4 and a dime. Don't show me yet. Write it and hide it. Let's let everybody get an answer. How much is a dime worth? Okay, 1, 2, 3, show me. Okay, boards down. So 25 cents and another 25 cents is how much, everybody? 50 cents. 2 quarters is 50 cents. And then we're gonna add 10 more, so you're at 60 cents. All right. Looks like you guys are getting the hang of this. All right. We've got 2 quarters and 5 dimes. What do you think? Oh, I see some people showing me 2 ways to show me the answer. Nice job. Okay, 1, 2, 3, show me. All right, nice job. Boards down. So we've got 2 quarters, which is worth
$1.
50 cents, right? 25 and 25 is 50. And then we've got 5 dimes. So 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 cents, or as I saw some of you put, 1 decimal point 00 with the dollar sign in front. $1 is equal to 100 cents. All right, now let's try 3 quarters. 3 quarters and a dime. Use your touch points if that's helpful. We've got 5. Write it and hide it. Don't show me yet. Let's let everyone get an answer. Okay. 1, 2, 3, show me. Nice job. Okay. So we've got 1 quarter, which is worth 25. Let's use our touch points to add from here. Everybody count with me. We've got 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So we know 2 quarters is worth 50. Now let's keep counting by 5s. 55, 60, 65, 70, 75 is 3 quarters. Now we're going to keep going with our dimes. 75, 80, 85. So 3 quarters and a dime is worth 85 cents. All right. 3 quarters and 2 dimes. What would that value be? Don't show me yet. Let's let everyone get an answer. Write it and hide it. Don't show me yet. Okay, 1, 2, 3, show me. All right, nice job. Okay, so we know that quarters are worth 25, so 25 plus another 25 is 50, plus another 25 is, everybody, 75, and then we're gonna add our dimes, which are worth 10, so 75, we'll count up by 10s, 85, 95, 95 cents. Okay, go ahead and erase your boards. We're gonna try a little game. Are you guys up for a little game? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. When I dismiss your table, you're gonna go back to your seats. You're going to get your coins out. Leave your whiteboard on your table and get your coins out, okay? And then we'll wait, and then I'll tell you how to play the game. All right, so let's have tables 1, 2, and 3 as quiet as can be. We're gonna stand up and go back to our seats. Again, you're leaving your whiteboard on your desk, and you're getting your coins out. Okay, and tables 4, 5, and 6, you may quietly get up. All right, when you're ready, when you're at your table and your coins are out and you're ready to go ahead and hold up your marker so I know you're ready.
Turn it on. No.
Okay, so are you ready to hear about how to play this game? You are at your seat, your whiteboard's on your desk. You're holding your marker up to show me that you are ready to play. All right, here's the game. Oh wait, Eric, have a seat, please. I'll know you're ready when you're seated quietly and your marker's up in the air. Thank you, Alyssa. Thank you, Harper. Thank you, Lexi. Thank you, Maxie. Thank you, Matthew, Brody. Camilla, have a seat. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. In this game, I'm going to tell you what coins I have, and you're going to tell me what the total is. So let me show you. What I mean. Okay, so here's my whiteboard on my desk. Does everyone see it? So let's say I say Mrs. Berger has 2 quarters and 2 dimes. What you're going to do is go into your bag and you're going to find those coins. And you're going to set them on your whiteboard. So I have 2 quarters and 2 dimes. Yes. You're going to put the quarters, you're going to find 2 quarters in your bag and 2 dimes, and then you're going to add up the total, and right underneath, you're going to write the total. So I know I've got 2 quarters, which is 50 cents, 60, 70. So I'm going to write right underneath 70 cents. Okay, and then I'm going to come around and see what everybody got for their totals. Is everybody ready? Yeah. All right, let me show you the first group of coins. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? Jim has 1 quarter, 1 dime, and 2 pennies. How much money does he have? Go ahead and find those coins in your bag, set them on your board, and add up the total. 1 quarter, 1 dime, and 2 pennies. When you think you've got the answer, chat with your neighbor and see if you guys have the same answer. To share what they came up with. Danielle. 37. Give me a thumbs up if you got 37 also. All right, so let's take a look. We've got 1 quarter. That's going to be 25. We've got 1 dime, which is 10. So you've got 30. 5. And 2 pennies, which are each worth 1, so you've got 37. Very good. All right, go ahead and clear your boards. We're going to try one more time. Go ahead and clear your boards and erase your total. Now we have Lucy. Lucy has 2 quarters, 1 dime and 1 penny. Go ahead and show me 2 quarters, 1 dime, and 1 penny, and see if you can figure out the total. He's using his touch points to help him. Good job. And then whisper with your neighbor, see if you guys came up with the same amount. All right, who would like to share what they came up with? Did you check with your neighbor? Dylan? You got 62. How many pennies do you have on your board? Why don't you and Theo talk about it and see what you come up with together? What do you think, Maxie? What did you come up with? 61. Very good. Maxie was using his touch points. He knew that quarters are worth 25 cents each. So 25 and 25 would be 50. Then we got our dime, which is worth 10. So now we're at a 60. And we've got 1 penny. Oh, I'm talking, so I shouldn't hear anybody else talking right now. Thank you. 60 plus 1 is 61 cents. Very good. Okay, now we're going to try this game a little bit differently. So go ahead and raise your boards. Now, I'm going to challenge you to come up with what coins these people have. So Owen, we know Owen has 3 coins. We know the value of his coins. Now we have to figure out which coins he has. So it's kind of the opposite of what we were doing. We know his coins are worth 25 cents. And he's got 3 of them. Go ahead, talk with your neighbor, see if you can figure out which 3 coins they would be, and get them out and put them on your board. What do you think? How can we make 25 cents with 3 coins? Okay, so what do you think? We're making 25 cents with 3 coins. I'll give you another 30 seconds or so to talk with your neighbor, try to come up with what you think it might be. Okay, 3, 2, 1, all talking's done. Who can tell me what they came up with their neighbor? Alyssa, what did you come up with?
A dime,
2 dimes and a nickel. All right, let's see. 1 dime is worth 10. Another dime would be worth 20. We've got 10, 20, and then a nickel worth 5. That sure does come up to 25 cents. Thumbs up if you got 2 dimes and a nickel. Great job. All right, go ahead and clear your boards. Let's try one more. Here we go. Jane. Jane has 3 coins also, but her coins have a value of 31 cents. Which coins do you think Jane has? How can we get 31 cents with 3 coins? Talk with your neighbor, see if you can come up with the answer. With 3 coins. This might be a little tricky. 2, 1, all talking's done. Who would like to share what they came up with? This was a little tricky. You guys worked hard on this one. Camilla, what did you come up with? A quarter and 2 pennies. All right, let's think. A quarter's worth 25.
No, wait.
Do you want some more? Do you want to keep thinking?
A quarter,
Yeah.
a nickel.
Okay. You want some help from a friend? Camilla's saying 25 cents a quarter, plus she's adding a nickel, which is worth 5 more. What else could we add to that? Go ahead, Camilla. 6 pennies. We're at 25, plus 5 is 30. How many cents does she have? She's got 31 cents. So what can we add to that to make it 31 cents? Lexi, what do you think? We can add 1 penny, which is worth 1 cent. And then, you see up here, Camilla? So we go to 30 cents plus 1 more would be 31 cents. A quarter, a nickel, and a penny. All right, you may go ahead and put your coins in your bag. Oh, I'm sorry. Leave your coins out, but put your board away. Put your whiteboard away. Quietly, just put it in your bag. All right, now you may work together with your neighbors to come up with 3 ways to show 45 cents. Ways to show 45 cents. You can come up with 3 ways, Camilla. Let's put that down, okay? This is your last challenge. See if you can do it. 3 ways to come up with 45 cents. Okay, I see 1 way. You should have 3 piles under that. What do you think, Nancy? That's 1 way you could do it. Start with a quarter. 3 ways to make 45 cents. Those are worth more, yeah. They don't need money. Yes. 3 ways to make 45 cents. You can use as many coins or as few coins as you need. Oh, I see Ashley's got some nice piles here. Nicely done. Okay, 3, 2, 1, all talking's done. Who can share 1 way that they made 45 cents? Ashby.
I used a quarter,
25 cents.
a dime,
A dime, which is 10. Oh, I'm talking. I shouldn't hear any other talking when I'm talking. Thank you. And 2 nickels. 5 and 5. So you've got 25, 35, 40, 45 cents. Did anybody else come up with a different way? Brody, what did you do? Four dimes, which would be 40 cents. 2, 3, 4, they're each worth 10. And then 5, did you say 5 pennies? And a nickel. Okay, 40 plus the nickel, which would be worth 5, and that's 45 cents. All right? All right, last way. Harper. Okay, we're talking about the math. Do you have a way that you made 45 cents?
4 dimes
4 dimes and
and 5 pennies.
5 pennies. Great. So you had very similar to Brody. 4 dimes, which equals 40s, and then 5 pennies, which are worth 1. So that would take you to 45. All right. Nice job, everybody. Go ahead and put your coins in your bag. Okay, we are going to do a worksheet. Let's get all the coins put away, and then I'll explain what the worksheet is. All right, when you're ready, you're going to get your pencil out and hold it up in the air so I know you're ready. And your voices should be off. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Harper. Thank you, Theo. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you, Lily. I can see you're ready because your voices are off and your pencils are in the air. So this worksheet is going to be adding some more coins. On here, we're just adding quarters and dimes. Next week, our learning goal is going to be to add all 4 coins. We're going to be using quarters, dimes, nickels, and pennies for next week. But for today, we're just going to be doing quarters and dimes. You're going to give me the total. What do we need to make sure we always put next to our number when we're adding our totals? Harper? A cent sign, right? Always putting the cent sign next to it. And then on the back is just some math facts, but addition, subtract, and math facts. So let's have table captains come on up to me. And I will give you your papers. There you go.